Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, thank you very much for this opportunity, Mr. Chair. I rise in support of the tabled amendment, Part 7, by our good colleague Metidia Tude. Many of our colleagues here have already spoken to much of the good that can come from this, and I think about, we've waxed lyrical in this House about how over decades the quality of the housing stock has really declined. And it should be it will be a sad day in this House if we leave it for another how many decades to fix it up, to make sure that the houses that our people live in and are provided by the state are up to scratch, up to standard, are healthy, are warm, and are safe for our families. That's an important step. While we need to build new homes, while we need to reinvest that money to make houses more affordable, we must make sure that the stock that is there doesn't decline any further. We must invest in them so that in decades to come, they are of a standard that we would like to live in. They are of a standard where we want our kids to grow in. We want to raise our families in warm homes, safe homes, dry homes. And I think this particular amendment, Part 7, is a fantastic way to do that. Because where else should that money go? We know that this is a crisis. We know that governments have ignored this. This government has had 8 years and ignored it. So it's important that any profit that is derived from Housing New Zealand actually goes back into, one, the stock of Housing New Zealand, to make houses more affordable, to grow the stock, and I'd like to think, two, to maintain that stock and also to bring our current stock, or whatever's left after the sell-off, let me put that out there, to bring whatever's left of the current stock up to standard, to make sure that it's safe, warm, dry for all of our whānau. And I too wonder whether or not this, I'd hope that this is a step in the right direction, whereby if there just happens to be a bit of money left, which I doubt there will be, but if there is, we need to support our social housing providers out in the community. To provide them with the support. We've heard through the homelessness inquiry, many of the social housing providers, in particular in Tāmaki Makaurau, of which I was fortunate to be there for the day, to listen to the submissions, blew me away. No support. We read in the papers that millions of dollars are being given to support them. Well, that might be the case for the beds that are there, but what the inquiry did prove was that the need is greater than the supply that's there already. So just in case there is any money left, and I think this particular tabled amendment, Part 7, is a step in the right direction to signal that when there is surplus, we should be supporting those social housing providers who do a fantastic job, not just in the cities, but also in the regions. We heard some fantastic ideas. What did they lack? Financial support. We see some people digging into their own pockets to make sure that they're able to provide the services so dearly needed by the people in our communities, digging into their own pockets, displacing some of their own whānau to make sure that these people in need have a place to stay, have a bed to sleep in, tamariki have a roof over their head. And I'd like to think that this particular tabled amendment, Part 7, will at least encourage this House, this government, to start looking forward to future-proofing housing for the country. And stock, supply, affordability, and of course the quality of housing that we expect, that the people of Aotearoa New Zealand expect, should they ever need it. Should they ever need it. Because let's face it, not everybody is going to be able to climb up that ladder to own homes. So we need to be able to provide them, many families, the opportunity to have a safe, dry, warm home to raise their families, in the hope that one day they may be able to own a home. Because I don't believe it's about providing it for them forever. But this does need to be a platform to allow them their own tino rangatiratanga, their own independence, so that they're able to enter into a market that at this moment in time is shutting the door on far too many. Mr. Chair, I support the tabled amendment, Part 7, by our colleague Metidia Tude. Kia ora.
Stuart William Seal.
Thank you,